Hey, and welcome back to Testa's Tuesday Tip. I'm holding this like this because when I do my reenactments, I carry a grease gun, so kind of, you can shoot the krauts or we can make a mold. So what I'm going to do is make a quick mold here, and I'm going to take some silicone, whatever the most cheapest, expensive 59-cent silicone you can get, or however much it is. Doesn't have to be fancy. I'll pump a bunch here into the water. And I've never done it this way before. I learned this from my student. Wow, we can mold it just like, I'm going to kind of have to guess how much I need, I guess. I think I need more. And we're going to use acetone to smooth it. See? It's almost like Scopal. And this is going to pick up the details just like any other silicone mold. And then I'll make a pour, probably out of my trusty Mondo fiberglass. And this is going to take about 30-40 minutes to set up. And this is going to give us our absolute reference for when I come back to mount this baby. And then when the customer says, oh, it wasn't blah, 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 you go, guess what? This is how it was. Because not only do we have our size all written down and our field notes and sketches, but we'll have a mold of the actual defect. So kids, don't try this at home without adult supervision. I have 2 adults supervising me right now. One's 16, one's 17, and one's how old a new one is, I don't know. But this is one of those things where there's no set, you can't say, oh, take 4 ounces of silicone and blah, 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 and make it into whatever, because this is such an odd, deal. And I can't do like a slip cast or shave it or anything down to the skin like on a real reference, because I got to use the client's cape. So this would be probably the least offensive. Just going to smooth it out a little bit more, and I'm going to let it set up. And then we're going to come back and peel it off. Alright, well, we'll be back in 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, it's feeling like our mold is setting up real nice. But before I pull it off, I'm going to show you the proof of the pudding. Here's a buck that came in that someone had blown off an antler earlier in the season. And it had this soft tissue part where it healed. Okay, and what we did the same thing here. Here's the silicone mold. And I can't take credit for this one. She actually did this one for me. But so what we did, we molded a piece, and then we're going to color it back to our notes off of this one. And when we mount the deer, we'll put the wound right back on it. And that's, again, just out of this simple silicone mold that we're doing here. So that's what we're going to end up with here. We're going to end up with a piece like this, and then if I wanted to get fancy, I could paint the nostril, paint the inside interior, paint where the skin would be, just for reference. So let's see if we can kind of pop this off. Kind of working it around. And there you go. There we have it. We can clean this out, but I'm going to let it cure. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd go now and pour my my 2-part, whatever this molding crap is, or use my Bondo fiberglass blend. As you can see, we didn't damage this in any way. So now I'm going to go ahead, and the next step is I'm going to go ahead and tape this deer out as normal and get it in the salt. I really don't know what to do about this broadhead though. It came all the way through. I'm leaning towards kind of working it just out through, and then I'll put it back in with the mount too, rather than trying to cape around this and not cut myself. But normally I just, you know, put the deer in the old chuck block, as they call it, and start caping it out. So anyway, stay tuned for further adventures. Stay tuned for progress on this buck, because we will do a tip down the road when I rebuild all this. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Testa's Tuesday Tips.